I grabbed the katana, snatched the mask off the ground, and plunged straight into the toxic fog. I swung my arms with all my strength. Seeing my teammates sprawled on the ground, I took off my mask and rushed over. The skeletal giant lizard lunged at us. Kelly lit a lighter and threw it into the fog, and the blast sent 3 people flying. The skeletal giant lizard thrashed twice and still collapsed to the ground. The colonel faced this monster attack and still wanted to go rescue the lone teammate. I told him, "Your men just got excreted by the monster." The colonel listened and still insisted on heading to the crash site. He needed enough weapons to kill Kong and avenge the teammates. The tension around us spiked instantly. I rushed forward to mediate and suggested the colonel first get the gear at the crash site, and the rest of us stay put on standby. At night, Kelly and I scouted the retreat route on the mountain. Kong with the tattoos surprisingly walked up, but didn't attack us. By this time, the colonel had already collected enough ammo. After we set traps in the mountains, we detonated a few bombs. Kong with the tattoos charged in furious rage. The colonel threw a torch into the river, igniting the gasoline and explosives we had set. Kong was instantly engulfed in flames. Though he escaped, he still fell to the ground, gravely injured. Just as the colonel was about to deliver a fatal blow, the largest skeletal giant lizard burst out from underground. The earlier explosion had created a hole big enough for it. Kong, lying on the ground, woke up and smashed the colonel with a single punch. The skeletal giant lizard, and he went at it in a brutal fight. Seeing this, my teammates and I immediately turned and ran into the jungle. The next morning, the few survivors finally reached the designated evacuation point. The skeletal giant lizard was in pursuit. One teammate decided to sacrifice himself to cover our retreat. He pulled the pin on a grenade and opened his arms toward the monster. The skeletal giant lizard glanced at him and with a turn, swept him away. The giant lizard lunged at the rest of us. At the critical moment, Kong descended from the sky.